How's it going, guys? How's it going? Just move this overlay. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. Awesome. How's everybody doing? Let me put the comments on. Go to my channel and navigate it through here. What's up, Prince? How's it going, man? Ooh, turn that down. Can you guys all hear me all right? Awesome. All right, here's the link. Awesome. Yeah, let me just, I'll go get connected to your friend, Patty. So Patty had dropped the link to her friend's channel. What's up, Raff? How's it going? Okay, Johnny Small. I will subscribe for now. And let's see. All right, so I did subscribe to Johnny Small. Let me go write that down. How you guys doing? Yeah, I was just setting up some things. I reset my modem. I don't see any issues right now. How's the sound quality? Am I lagging? Is there anything going on with the stream? We'll see. Hey, Tranquil, how's it going? So yeah, we got let's see. So we got Patty who's waiting. We got Prince Johnson, we got Tranquil, and yeah, so I connected with the person that you asked me to, and I got Kim in here. All right. So yeah, oh yeah, we got my friend Raff here. Let me just real quickly what I could do. I don't know if you guys noticed my thumbnail. What I did was I went and I had 3 channels on the thumbnail, but there's actually 4. I did want to do a very quick shout out to my oldest friends on YouTube. So on the thumbnail that I made, I have 4 friends, but on the thumbnail I have 3. One is he's there, but he's kind of been busy. So real quick shout outs. I'll get this out of the way so that like I can add it onto my timestamps for the people that are watching later in the thing, because you know people do watch your stuff afterwards. So first shout out I want to put out there is my friend Raff. He's actually in here. Allison Pro Jam's actually in the chat right now. I met Raff around February, and it was during the time I didn't really know what was going on with YouTube. I wasn't sure. Basically talked to me, gave me some guidance and things, gave me motivation, some tips. But yes, guys, please, Raff is in here, and his channel is Alice and Pearl Jam. So in the chat, we actually have Alice Pearl Jam here. Please connect to Alice and Pearl Jam. Super cool friend of mine. I met in February, and helped me like keep going and keep going, even though I didn't know what was going on. And we've been in this this journey together. How's it going from the hill? I'll be live streaming myself, so just saying hi to everyone. How's it going? I gave you a wrench in case you come back. Yeah, we got quite a bit of live streams going on tonight. I was looking through. I hopped on one. Got home, set up, had to have dinner, and yeah. So like Raff has been a cool friend of mine. He is on the chat right now, guys. Please connect with Raff. Yeah, the video's a little slow, but I guess it's not as choppy, but we'll see. So yeah, thank you again, Raff, for everything. I tagged all the channels that I'm doing shout outs in the description of this this live. And then when I'm done, I'll basically I'll timestamp it for the shout out times. Right. So Raff, thank you so much. Here we are, many months later, and it's been a fun journey. And let's see how far we can take this thing. All I know is I've been having a great time. But yeah, Allison Pro Jam, 2 cats, and an awesome friend. That's the first shot I'm doing here. Guys, he is in the chat. His name is Raff. Super cool. Just go hop onto his channel, watch his short, and say, hey, how's it going? So yeah, I try to keep all the people I shout out to. And it's been super fun for real, Raff. And there's just so much more we could learn together. And like basically we talk outside of YouTube, we talk and we're like, how about this? How about that? And we basically like kind of figure out how we're gonna get this thing to be better for us to connect, and it's not only me with ideas, it's all like this community that I put around me, you guys, that kind of helps everything that we're all trying to do. What's up, Chunu? How's it going? But yeah, if you just pop into the channel or watching this later, please connect with my friend Allison Projam. His name is Raff, super cool dude, and his channel is solid. He actually has a storyline built up through the whole time. So thank you so much, Raff. And I'm watching the chat and doing this at the same time. So the next person I met, her name is Sharon. Her channel is From Cheap to Chic. It's in the description. I met Sharon maybe a week or so after I met Raff, and through the YouTube experience, I would just like quickly comment and do some things. I didn't really know how to do like etiquette of YouTube or talk, and then she basically kind of like groomed me and said, "Hey, this is how you do it. Make sure you click these hearts, do this thing, talk to people, and so on and so forth." And it taught me how to be a person on YouTube. So she has a crafting channel. She's trying to approach 1,600. She taught me a lot of things. Watch time. Get your watch time first. So please check her channel out. It is in the description of this video. Let me make sure I give Chino, I think I gave him a moderator. So Sharon, thank you so much for everything. And I'm glad I met you way back in February. And it must have been only a week or so after I met Raff. So yes, thank you. Hi, Danielle, and hi, Tranquil. How's it all going? But yes, I'm doing some shout outs. I did a shout out of Allison Projam. He is in the chat. First shout I did was Allison Projam. And then the second shout out I did was to my friend Sharon from Cheap to Chic. Super awesome person. Content of she does crafts and things like that. But more on top of that, super awesome, down to earth person, and basically has helped me in everything that I've done. Raff and Sharon. Patty Fish, I connected with you. Your pins, awesome. Please, yeah, connect to my pins. These guys are very solid people, and I wouldn't really know what I'm doing without any of them. And in the very beginning of live streaming, Raff helped me moderate things. And I know I have managing moderators. Raff is one of them. Sharon's one of them. Rasco and Lucy's one of them. My friend Phong, who's I'm going to shout out next, is a managing moderator, meaning they have just a little more on top to do the moderation button. But yes, yeah, please connect to my friend Raff. Hey, Retro, how's it going, Screech? Yeah, we're stopping in. Stop to say hi and click that like button. Awesome. Thank you so much. Good. Congratulations. Chuno hit 90 subs doing a 3-hour stream this weekend. So yes, what I really like about YouTube is like watching the channels that I know grow. And it's just satisfying because I know what's going to happen is like, if we help, I'm going to help you as hard as I can help you. And later on, you're going to say, hey, you need to check this person out. And when I help people, I've noticed that I actually get help in return. It's just how it works. And that's what I like doing, what I do. So thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Raff. Another person I met a while back too was this guy named Phong. Phong Foodie Adventure. He's very busy. But when he does come back, he actually supports very hard. He gives you advice, things like that. He takes advice, and he's helped me too along the way with YouTube. Another very cool friend. His channel is in the description, and he has a lot of recipes and things like that. His shorts are killing it. He's been making different types of drinks, and I think I saw a short that was 20. I want to say it's 251,000 views, a crazy amount like that. But when I saw him, he's like, wow, this is very nice. Like the lighting quality, the cutting, everything is cool. So guys, please check out Phong Foodie Adventure. His channel is in the description. If he pops in, then you'll see him. Right. So hey, what's up, John? How's it going? So yeah, we got John and we got Danielle. Hello, Danielle. I want to make sure I watch the chat, guys, because like yesterday, especially when I was talking to Retro, we had some great conversation, me and Screech, Retro Cart Collector. And I felt kind of bad because I couldn't really watch the chat as much. I could do 7 things at once, but when I'm deeply thinking about conversations, like right now, I have disengaged from all devices and I'm actually talking to you on this. I kind of lose the chat. So I'm going to try to do both at the same time. So yeah, for you guys just popping in, what's up, Steven? Hello, my Linda. How's it going? Yeah, a lot of cool friends coming and popping in, guys. So yeah, if you haven't already, in the description of this video or this live, I am shouting out 4 friends. I have 3 on the thumbnail and 1 that's kind of like taking a little break, but he's been there. So I shouted out Allison Projam, who's in the chat right now. Please connect with my friend Raff, Allison Projam. Please, so that's the first one I did. please connect with Sharon from Cheek to Chic, super awesome person who's like kind of taught me YouTube etiquette and things like that. And please connect to my friend Phong, Phong's Foodie Adventure. Phong is now surpassed the 1,000 mark, and I'm helping him try to get his watch time and stuff like that. He has very cool content, and what's cool is because I have vidIQ, when I go to his content, there's like always like watches happening. You know, 1's here, 2's here, 4's here, and that's a good thing. He's trying different things. I would love to have him come up on a live and stuff like that. Just like Raff came up on a live, Renee, Rascal, and Lucy. It's cool to share these things. So yes, and then I shouted out Phong. And then there's another person who's not really here right now, and it's been kind of like he does short videos and things like that. He's quite busy. I guess he's doing some things, but he's been there as far as like technology and things like that. It's James of This Nerd. His channel is in the description of this here. So yes, I wanted to get those shout outs. So hey, Raff, Sharon, Phong, and James, thank you so much for everything, and thank you for helping me along the way. All right. Real quick, I do want to say thank you, RetroCart, for popping on. I did a shout out of his channel like 2 or 3 lives ago. Then yesterday he popped on and actually joined me up on here while I was talking. I want to say thanks to Pogi Boy, who actually shared out my channel, and I did a shout out of him. Thanks, Rascal and Lucy, who popped on and actually been a co-host with me. And thank you, Callie and Jordan Squad. Right. And of course, guys, I wanted to say this. Kag is back. Karaoke acoustic guitar. He's back. He's putting his stuff out. His channel is also in the description. Wow. Whew, shout outs done. Let me go just real quick and check the chat bars. Hello, Dewey. How's it going? We got Dewey and John. John, guys, if you want to see a cool short, a cool video, John last night in the live chat, in the live last night, was talking about he's gonna do a video on his roof getting replaced and the chimney. Very cool video of a home that was built long ago, and he's finally like gonna get the roof replaced. Super cool video. I actually watched it right before I left work. My job is pretty cool because at like around 2:50 the students leave, and I'm just in my room, and I actually have about an hour and 5 minutes. So that hour and 5 minutes, I'm basically just, you know, watching YouTube, doing stuff. So I was able to see John's thing, make a quick comment. I got my comments unblocked, so I was like, cool. But yes, if you have a chance, try to hop over to John's channel. Super cool dude, has cats. He also posted the roof thing. He's a man of his word. He actually posted it, and it's actually pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Dewey? And then what else did I do? Let me check my banners. I've been noticing quite a bit of people putting this hashtag on their videos. I think someone was saying it wasn't really posting up on there, but guys, love to shout out everyone, but super busy at work. Will be listening, but not chatting much for a while. Love you. Thank you, Rudini. Thank you so much. Try not to get in trouble at work, but I do truly appreciate the thing. And Rudini, thank you for remembering one of my favorite songs, Thunderkiss 65, 1965. I put it in my short today with the Breakfast Club dancing. I'm like, oh man, that's a good one. Well, yes, yeah, John, man of his word, basically put out that, and yeah, I saw the roof thing. So yeah, I caught the chats, and what I do is afterwards I try to catch like the chats and see if I didn't miss anything and stuff like that. So yeah, so God is great. I think is in Japan. Yeah, in the rising sun. So a lot of people I just met within this past week. A lot of cool people. I'm just making sure I gave everybody wrenches here. Yeah, please connect with each other as you're doing your thing. And yeah, what else did I say? So yes, I was talking about this hashtag. I think I don't know if you have to put in the title or you have to put in both, but I've noticed there's more videos on there. And basically you put this on one of your videos and it ends up in this like this room filled with videos with this tag. So feel free to use that if you want. You could even put it on one of your older videos. And what I do is like, when you put it on that, I go and I kind of like watch that too. And even if it's something you put in a year ago, just, you know, go to your studio, put the tag on it, and you know, we'll see what it does. And then what I did want to show you is how I get quick links. And after that, I'll open it up for anybody who wants to pop in. I love everything you Yeah, so John is the cool dude. Yes. And yeah, shout outs are always the best, guys. So let me show you something. Here's how I get some quick links. Like for instance, I like to organize myself in some way so I know what's going on, right? So here's what I do. And I really seriously need to update this list because this list has helped drop links when I do lives without StreamYard. But let's see what I'm doing here. Oh, want to show a window. All right. So this is my sub list right here. It's my sub list and I use it quite often. And what I do is I put everybody I'm sub to on some kind of Word document. I just basically drop their hyperlink there. And from there, I'm able to actually go there. And like say, for instance, I want to get Allison Pro Jam's link. Go there and copy it, Control C. I go to the live. Hello, Zach, how's it going? When I go to the live, I basically drop that link in there. And it's my way to quickly do this. And also, I have little notes and things like that. So yeah, I put these notes a while back. So as I learn your name, I actually try to update this and get your name, your first name and stuff like that. So I put it on Word doc, and obviously I have some work to do and updating this thing. But it's my way to basically keep track of whatever is going on. What else do I got? So did that, did this, did the shout out, and there we go. Yeah, I'm done with my banners. Thankfully, let's remove this banner from here. All right. So yeah, if anybody wants to join me on this and talk about whatever the weather, we could do this. So that's the invitation for anybody who wants to come. You could come in, you could share your screen, show your video, or have you up on here. You could shout out a friend's channel. You could drop your friend's channel link in here. I think it was Patty asked me to check out a friend. I basically went and clicked the link on my phone here, and I connected. Just making sure I'm not missing everybody. Zach, let me go ahead and give you a moderator wrench. And thank you for coming, Zach. Right. Cool. So I got Zach's cards and collectibles. Everybody should have a wrench now. So I'm sorry I'm looking down, but I'm just making sure I'm not missing anybody who's popped in within here. But yeah, retirement, how's it going, Betty? Make sure you have a wrench here. Awesome. So yes, hey guys, if you don't mind, my name is Bert. Albert is my real name, and I'm the third. I'm Albert the third. If you don't mind, if you want to, can you drop your first name in the chat? I know retirement is Betty, and I accidentally called her Nancy. Allison Pearl Jam's name is Raff, R-A-F-F. And I like to address you by your name, just because for me it's like it's more personal. So yeah, call me Bert. My coworkers call me Albert. My students call me Mr. Juan. It's more formal. Albert is slight formal, and friends call me Bert with a B-E-R-T, short for Albert. But yeah, everybody that's super close to me actually calls me Bert. And so far, I've spent lots of time talking to all of you guys. So please call me Bert. Speaking of first names, if you please drop your first name so we know what you guys are. Your first name is. Hello, Binky. How's it? Binky Bunny's Way is Steph, a good friend from the UK, return of the Mac place, right? That's Mark Morrison. So I tried to tell you so. Yes, I did. Return of the Mac. I don't know why I think of that song when I think of like the UK. So for Binky's Bunny's Way, it is 1 a.m. here in the UK. Just popping by. I'm glad you came. So Steph of Binky's Bunny's Way, she recently brought in a pet rabbit, not what we'll call it, a furry family member rabbit named Marley, and I like that name because it reminds me of Bob Marley. And Marley, I guess, got neutered, and it's going through some things. If I got neutered, I'd be down for like 2 weeks. So I know I just saw that one, and I think that was her last post on it. The bunny's home. It's running around. It's made its way home. So Binky's Bunny's Ways. First name is Steph, and I guess you told me, and I've used it as comment, so I don't want to like put your name. So we got. I know John is John. So and my Linda is my Linda, and then there's if you don't want to, that's fine. So where's Beanless? He took away the beans of Marley. So it's gonna be singing high notes now. But very cute. So yeah, and let's see. My Linda lives very close to me, and John's living in Virginia. House of Pro Jam's all the way across in California. I think Steven said he's in oh man, what I want to say is in New Jersey or Boston. Why do I want to say Boston? It's somewhere in New Jersey, around that area. Dewey, I believe's in Indonesia. Tranquil, I'm thinking, oh man, North Carolina, maybe. I'm just guessing here, guys. And I kind of look at like the scenery and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been having a good time connecting with people. And Rudini, nice to meet you, Ray, from Florida. And yeah, Rudini actually has a cat named Darkness that is getting closer, right? Because I noticed the very first time I met Rudini, I saw a long shot. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a far shot. And it's like, yeah, when I go closer, it like kind of gets timid. So there's a little closer shot. And I guess the goal is actually to be very close. Nice to meet you, Ray. Okay, yes. So Tranquil is also in Louisiana, along with Tranquil is in Louisiana, and my Linda is in I believe also in Louisiana too. Patty, nice to meet you, from Georgia. And so we got two people from Louisiana, and Stephen, what I don't know, was I right? Were you just Boston, Jersey, New Jersey? Now I'm trying to really watch the chat now. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How's it going? So yeah, I just did some shout outs early, and I don't know if you guys know Bobby. So most favorite video game for Bobby is Final Fantasy. I used to like playing it, but now all the older video games that I watch now, like my brain just doesn't, it can't follow it, and I know I can't play it. I remember the first time Halo. I don't know if you guys played Halo. That thing was too fast for me, and it kind of made me sick and dizzy, and I was like, oh my goodness. But yes, so we got gaming channels, we have cat channels, we have kid channels, we have Pond and Garden Sanctuary has different things that he does within his yard. He's doing Halloween decorations. We have wow, the cat family has come out very, very strong tonight. We got sports cards, and yeah, so far the cat families is leading the way. All together, probably cat representation as per furry family friends, probably 20-30 cats. I like being old. I like so too. I always use the excuse like, I might hurt myself, but let's go for a bike ride. It's you know what? I might hurt myself. I use that excuse every once in a while. So yes, The Witcher. Are you talking about The Witcher, the series? I like the first one. Then the second one was like a little over the top. I like the singing guy from the first season of The Witcher. Raise your hand to The Witcher. It was like some beautiful tune about whatever he's going on. I think that's The Witcher. But I couldn't finish the second part of it because it freaked me out. Oh, the video game. But it's based on series, right? Hey, thank you, Patty. Talk about thumbs. Oh, guess who did it? Guess who didn't get comment blocked today? This guy didn't. Yes. I didn't get comment blocked. I'm so excited. They did not comment block me. They didn't. And I think what happened was I didn't use like the number sign, like a hashtag. I actually spelled it out. I am your number, NUMBER, 775, 70. I spelled it all out. I didn't even use the hash. I just put 75. And you know what number freaks me out? 40. I remember having to write 40 a couple of times. The number 40 freaks me out. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. So I went around a bunch of channels today and I was writing numbers. I wasn't writing the numbers themselves. I was actually typing out the letters to make the numbers. And I wrote 40 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I'm like, wow, that's kind of weird. So the number 4 is Four, and then 40 is Forty, and my brain just did not want to deal with that. And I was freaking out. Yeah, that's kind of what goes through my head as I go about my day. And again, like when I do my my YouTube throughout the day and my break times, as soon as I have a break, I'm doing YouTube and checking stuff out. As soon as I get off, I basically have a snack and I'm basically on phone trying to YouTube a little bit. I probably spend 6 to 8 hours commenting, replying, and stuff like that. I'm so happy that you guys popped in and joined me again. I could show you how what I do to make my life easier. So I do spend a lot of time. I try to watch everybody's stuff. And when I get very busy and I get a little behind, if I get behind, what I do is I sacrifice short views for you. If I'm so busy and I'm like, I really got to play catch up, I don't watch any shorts. I just only watch the long form. And I just look at the little notifications and I just watch the long form. And then when I'm caught right back up, I'll watch a short. Again, because like the shorts don't count for watch hours anyway. They do pull in subs. I'm already a sub to you, so like I feel like I could sacrifice not watching any shorts. I'm only going to focus on long form content, and I will only focus on I'll hit everybody who's super supportive first, then I'll go back down and I'll go hit everybody else. And people I don't really have heard from a while, I'll sacrifice that for a little bit, and then I'll get back to it. But I seriously do not like looking at the notification thing with even one blue circle. It bothers me. I even have to click the vidIQ one, even though I don't watch the vidIQ the notification, but I don't really watch it. I just click it just so it can go away. So I have issues with those little dots. I have to click everything. My OCD just freaks me out. Yeah. So with me, I guess it's my my time and my thing. I feel like to get to the longer first is more beneficial. Just on my end, I got to get to the longer first because with me, I don't really put any kind of crazy conversational comments within a short. Like, we usually say, cool, haha, that's really crazy. And then it's like, it's harder for me to hit the connections on a short because it's a lot of it's either just funny or very quick. So they're quick hitters. But it's just how my brain works. Everyone catch the Rascal and Lucy premiere today. Oh my goodness, did I? I was at work and I was making sure I did it. I was on the road. I will make sure I'll hit that up. So after I get off this live, I'm actually gonna hit a bunch of little things that I missed. I'll hit all those blue things. But the way I do my watching, I guess I'll share with you how I make sure I get comments and I reply to people and stuff like that. I'll basically I'll go to my social. Where you go to your social, this is where you're going to find everybody who's replied to when you visited their channel and said something to them. This is where the reply is going to happen. This is where it's going to show people that subscribe to you and all kinds of stuff like that. To make my life easier, because I don't like, this is killing me that there are 51 messages that I got to deal with. I basically, it don't matter really. I click so-and-so, the love part, I click it and I get rid of it. So it makes my life easier because I'm going to read everyone. The love part is cool, but most of the time they love it and they actually, they give you a little heart and a like off the thing. I get rid of those first. And I make sure I don't delete a particular comment. Yeah, and I see all of you guys within here. Ruduni, God is good. I have a new person. Speaking of The Witcher, I just connected with a person named The Witcher. So what I do is I do that and I just delete the hard parts just because it makes my life easier when I go back. And that still bothers me. But again, I'm talking to you guys. So I basically look at here. This is where I'm going to find everybody who is replying to the comment that I made. And most of the time, I'm going to see thank you very much. They're going to say thank you for coming. And this gives me the opportunity. I'm mostly saying good night. You're welcome. Good night, Rudini. Good night. But I say you're welcome. This gives me that opportunity to drop that one more comment for you. And most of the time on the reply is just you're welcome, unless you ask a question or we're continuing on something. A lot of times we have conversation. Now, Rudini, you get extra points for spotting my Thunderkiss 65 video on the Breakfast Club dancing and the Will Smith and the Carlton. What's up, you man? How's it going? But yeah, that's what I do. I delete all the heart. So-and-so loves your comment. And then this right here, this is a legit email right here. I wanted to show you this right here. If you ever get an email from one of these guys, Jerry Smith or John something, this is how the email looks. It's legit. They'll send you a pet fountain. All you got to really do is make a video, and they'll give you 2 samples, which is the fountain and 6 filters. My dogs love it. I didn't do it so I can get money from selling it. I got it. I wanted a pet water fountain, and I made a video out of it. So if you ever see a email coming from UAH Pet Water Fountain, it's legit. I, along with other people, have gotten that, and they'll give it to you free. All you gotta do is make a video and show your pets like drinking from it. But so far, 2 people, Jerry Smith, and I said I already did one. I'm so sorry. And then here's John, the original one. This is where John William. This is the dude that actually I conversed with, and they sent me the stuff. And then and some other guy. But anyway, let's not do that. Let's not do that. We don't want to delete all those. All right. So that's what I do, and I go through and I'm able to like connect right back. Gmail shows the replies of comments that I made onto your videos. And my daughter's freaking rocky out. Awesome. So we got Yeet Man in the house. Yeet Man actually invited me to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I just got destroyed. I didn't know what I was doing. I was clicking buttons and it's like, read your card. I'm like, I'm trying, but I don't know what this does. It's like elemental, like it reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to play something similar to that. And it's like, I used to know those things, but I'm like, it's cool altogether. But it was, I actually played some Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's Yu-Gi-Oh! I played it about 4 or 5 days ago, and it was pretty fun. Am I good at it? No, I'm super horrible. I lose. I was just clicking. I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, I did shout outs in this video. Anybody want to pop on and say hello or shout their channel out? Or if you guys have a channel that you want us to check out, you could drop it here in the comments. If you want to come and join me on this stage and talk about whatever, just like Retro Cart yesterday popped on. We had a great conversation about Canada. We had a conversation about him. I thought it's his first YouTube video. And the cool thing is, come out and we could learn some stuff from each other. I felt like wearing a tank top, so I'm sorry I didn't dress up for the occasion. It's just today I wore just like warmer clothes because it's kind of getting a little cooler here. It's 60 degrees in the morning, or like 80 in the afternoon. And my school gets kind of cold. So like when I got home, like, you know what? I think I'm going to wear a tank top. So, but yeah, if you want to join join me on stage to talk about whatever it is. You can talk about channel. You can talk about whatever it is. That's the invite right there. You just click it, you join on. Oh, yes. I need to also say thank you to, let me also make this. make this before I get. Yeah, I also want to say thank you to Linda Elliott for also jumping on the stage, and we were taught with when Rascal and Lucy were was on here with me. Came and started talking. They were talking about cats and what to do with the stray cats, and there was suggestions of like I'm not too sure what Rascal and Lucy said with like is this place that kind of helps pick them up. But yeah, I want to say thank you to my Linda for popping on and having a conversation with me, and yeah, because it's fun. I like talking to people, and it's so much awesome, so much more awesome for me to be talking to someone else. Although I could talk about whatever for the longest time, um, which is crazy. And thank you, Tranquil. Wear what makes you feel comfortable. This is my most comfortable. If someone asks me, what would you want to wear? I want a tank top. I want to wear. I don't normally wear hats, but I wear it because my hair is kind of weird. But yes, I appreciate my Linda for popping on and talking with me. I totally appreciate it. And it's totally open to whoever wants to come on and share their channel or dance. We had Ethan dance at one time, and his brother was showing a middle finger in the background as brothers do, and that was some good entertainment. And it's like I've seen it, so it was funny, but I was like, okay, there's a guy showing a middle finger there. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, it's one of those things. It on live things, you don't know what's gonna happen. People know Rocky might pop in here and just jump on me and stuff. Yes, I like to dress as comfortable as possible. My favorite pair of shoes to wear at work are these shoes called Hey Dudes. When I first saw, like, what is that? All these kids wearing these Hey Dudes. It looks like they're just out, and they look like these little loafers that you wear on the house. Man, I went and bought me a couple pairs, and I was like, because they're not too expensive. They're like $40 as long as you don't get the crazy designs. I put it on. I'm like, walked around, went to school. I'm like, wow, I really feel like I'm at home, just walking like with these soft shoes. Hey, what's up, Deanna? How's it going? Got the blonde Amazon, one of my fellow islanders. I'm from a small island called Guam, which is 30 miles by 8. And the blonde Amazon, Deanna, is from Hawaii. So, hello, Deanna. You guys, if you have not connected to Deanna, the blonde Amazon, super cool friend of mine who is from Hawaii. Every time I see her, she does crafts, right? But when she does shorts, she does shorts of places in Hawaii. And I'm like, oh man, it brings lots of memories because as a child, my family would go to Hawaii and we would visit and stuff like that. I actually have relatives on the Big Island, and we would go there and just enjoy ourselves and stuff like that. We'd go surf. But yeah, I still have family in Hawaii, and I haven't been in a long time, which is sad. The last time I went was for my honeymoon. When I got married, I brought my wife to Hawaii. Hello, hey guys, look, this is Sharon right here from Cheap to Chic. I did a shout out for you and Raff and stuff. So from Cheap to Chic, I did a shout out early in the live stream. This is Sharon, guys, the person I was talking about. Her channel link is in the description, or I wish maybe I should drop the channel link. Yes, and thank you so much, Deanna and Sharon, to come. It's like you guys are like going out, like, hey, we're gonna go to live. Let's go together. Let me go fix my hair first. When we're gonna go. It's awesome. You guys pop in at the same time. It's like this is cool. You guys go to lives together. It's like I go to lives. I'm here talking about myself. Like I'm gonna do a live. Okay, let's do the live. I'd rather be shirtless. I do too. But you know what, John? Talking about shirtless, I used to, right? But my dog's nails are so like sharp that they jump on me and I'd get like scratched up like I was in a fight. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna always wear a shirt because I was getting tired of getting all scratched. Rocky, he just doesn't know what he does. He just jumps on me. But yeah, I like to wear tank tops. So I did a shout out for Allison Pro Jam. I did a shout out for Sharon from Chic to Chic. Yes, guys, please connect with my good friend Sharon. I met her long time ago, right after Raff, and she taught me how to be a person on YouTube. Yeah, gave me the ins and outs and things in that, and I'm like, okay, this. And I like people, right? It's just I didn't know how to do it on a social platform, So she's been there explaining things to me and stuff like that. But please connect with her, and please also connect with the blonde Amazon Deanna. She's from Hawaii, a fellow islander of mine. Please connect to Allison Pro Jam. Connect to each other, right? If you perfect world is all of you guys on here can know everybody here. And eventually, I'll say, hey, bring a friend, and that friend can meet our friend. And then let's see, Patty Fish also dropped a link. Here's a cool person, which I'm gonna go ahead and real quickly go there. And Nez Lover, I'm gonna go and subscribe. Nez Lover has 2.77K subscribers. The video is showing a musical birthday stream. I'm not gonna play too much. I'm gonna play actually the short, and from there, it's gonna make me connect. I have to make the short play out. I can't hear it because I'm wearing headphones. I'll listen to it later. What I'll do is run it. Make sure I comment. And then make sure. Hello. I'll let them know who sent me. First comment number 1. And then what I'll do is let that keep playing. And from there I will. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, so Patty is dropping another person. And it's running, I think, on the second time around. I'm gonna go ahead and let them know what like I am, because I've been doing that. It's 57. Oh, some people don't have a like thing. I guess you turn it off. I think a couple people in this chat right now, actually, when I'm trying to, I'll click the like button and it won't show me what it is. I think maybe there's a thing there that you put that doesn't show the like. You disabled the like count. Which I'd say if the like count's gone, obviously I don't make something up because I don't know. I'll just say, hey, I'll try to do another comment. If not, I'll make a longer comment. So right now I'm just basically connecting to, dang it. Thank goodness for edit. There we go. And there was another drop there. But yes, let's see. Awesome, guys. So yeah, I know, try your best to make some connections here. And the best way to do this on like live streams is short. And when I make some connections, what I do, and I'm having, I know you see me and I'm doing stuff right, looking at the camera, but I actually have one computer in front of me. I have a screen right here. I actually have another screen right here just as backup and up, so I can catch just in case I see things. I got my Mac here, so 1 screen, 2 screen, 3 screen. Then I have my actual phone open, and as I'm connecting with Nez Lover, I write down Nez Lover, because I'm gonna have to make sure I check back, and I have to tend to. And connections are like plants and flowers and stuff. You gotta give it water. You gotta tend to it, and then you just gotta be there a couple times, and then connect by asking questions and getting to know the person. And after 3, 4, 5, 6 times, then you guys have been connected. And then I don't, I just check based off the notifications. So yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things going on, and I'm also trying to think of what I'm going to be talking about. Someone might pop in and want to speak with me. If you want to do that, here is the link. All you got to do is pop this, click on this. You don't have to show your face. You can come and just talk. And that is the link right there. And that's always open. Here is the StreamYard link. You basically go in. It's not that hard. You just have to kind of follow the directions to get onto it. I believe you could do this on your phone. So let me go ahead and go back to my live here. Yes, let me catch that. So yeah, it's the invitation for the StreamYard. And then so I'll make this other connection, burpee yoga uncle. A burpee, I'm thinking, right? So if it's something that deals with like exercises, a burpee is like you're standing up and you come down and you do a push-up, then you pop back up. So that's a burpee. And that's like, the kids hate that one. So that's what I'm picturing. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe real quick. But you don't just do that, because YouTube's going to say, no, you're not really doing that. Oh, yes. 1,095 burpees done. Oh, my gosh. That would make me vomit. Yeah, so it is what I thought of. Okay. So this is cool. I'm going to watch the Fit Over 50. This is a cool camera. Whatever he's shooting with, I don't know. It could be the iPhone in a cinematic mode. Very quick, short. The 16th like. I'll say that. Um, Burpees are horrible. I used to run track at Marsh University in West Virginia, and I remember doing. I would rather like run repeats of 200 meters at like sprinting. Well, I remember we had to do burpees once because we were being stupid. Um, we basically had a track meet. We're supposed to do stuff. We're supposed to be home back into like the motel, the rooms at 11. We didn't. We came at 2, and we got in trouble when we got back. And we did like burpees the whole practice. I vomited badly. And then we still had to go do burpees. Burpees are the worst, absolute worst. It's almost like you're not supposed to be doing that. I'm gonna be down, so stay down. No, but you're gonna be up. Oh, then stay up. But it's like, what are we doing? It's like torture. So burpees are hard. I probably can only do 20 now, maybe 40. I don't know. I don't have a need to do it. So let me go ahead and say hello. I was sent here from Patty Fish. So that's my first comment on the burpee champion of the world. And I'll make one more comment. Nice to meet you. And then, of course, I'll come back and have some conversations later. But obviously, you know, I'm with you guys. Am I lagging? Okay. It's an outdoor scam. That's how critters get killed. Oh, no, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Is it bad? Yeah, my camera I think is lagging a little bit. I did reset my router. I think what I need to do is either get you know, those little extenders that you get and put it along the house to reach, or maybe move the actual modem closer, or even better, yeah, because right now I have 3 bars off my modem or my Wi-Fi. But can you guys hear me? All right, let me go ahead and just close this one. Cool. So I've connected Patty to the 2 people that you had suggested. Thank you so much. Yeah, I guess so. What's happening is I have I'm probably what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a hard wire, you know, like just the Ethernet cable straight over here. When I do the live, I'll just plug directly into the modem, and that should fix the problem. Because right now, yeah, I'm running three bars of 4. And let's see, maybe if I did this, it might help a little. Let's check. It's still, yeah. And I think what's happening is my son's home, my daughter's home, my wife's here. So my wife is streaming, watching Netflix. My daughter for sure is watching YouTube Shorts and not hitting the like button. That's guaranteed to happen. And my son is probably watching a show or something. Thank you so much, Patty. Yeah, thank you for sharing me out. You shared me out the last time. I appreciate that. And of course, I'll go there and I'll say thank you on the off the share. You can find your shares off, like if you go to your mentions page or mentions their comments, you'll be able to see who had shared you out. So let me go ahead and close that too and see if it helps a little. Oh, or maybe I just need to tell Xfinity I just need another modem or something. But yeah, it's been fun. What is today? Thursday? I think I've done a live stream Tuesday, Monday. So I think I did 5 in a row. I'm gonna do a week. I'll probably do a week. So I'll go all the way to Sunday and feel it out and see how it goes. But yeah, if anybody wants to pop on and say hi and talk to me, please feel free to do so. I'm gonna give you the link one more time. I know because it keeps disappearing. So that's the link right there. Ooh, last night after the live, what I did, I'm not supposed to have this because I try to stay away from sugar, right? After I got off the live stream, oh, Instead of a Wi-Fi router, faster and better service, I just canceled my Xfinity service for fiber optic. What's up, David? How's it going? I'm writing that down, John, because that's an idea. Because I stream. My son's friend King, he's sleeping behind me. He uses this room sometimes when I'm gone. He streams. So there's 2 streamers here. So like I am gonna write that down. Fiber optic. Let me check because yeah, obviously if I were to plug in and try to start singing, it's gonna be like maybe it's the StreamYard. I'm not sure, but I like the StreamYard because I could show stuff and I could go, move things around, do stuff. I can invite people on. If you come on, you could actually, like, say, for instance, because I'm going to be on 1 more hour. If you wanted to come on, you can actually come on and stream to your own channel, send an invite, have people come to watch the stream you're on with me. And, that's kind of what we did. We did that one time, Rascal and Lucy, Dave, Callie and Jordan. But yeah, I just want to make sure, let me just make sure David has a guitar off the cuff. Make sure you have yourself a wrench. The moderator wrench. Yes, you do. Awesome. And then, yeah, David also, David is one of those who actually put some of his content and used the hashtag. So the hashtag actually just puts it with same channels who put the same hashtag. So that's that hashtag. So David's one of those. House and Program said they were trying to, but there was something on. I'll check and see that later. Roscoe and Lucy put that on. Phong put it on. And then there might be Regina's Practical Ideas has put it on. And I wanted to try something new to connect people together. So. All right, Steven. Work on my Wi-Fi and download some videos. See you in the next chat. See you soon. Thank you, Steven. Thank you so much. Oh, don't put maple berries. That was a joke. I accidentally put that because those guys were laughing at me when we were doing stuff. I was like, I put it there too. I don't even know sometimes. Like the tags, I've not figured out how to put tags and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a better way to tag videos, but I'm not there yet. So I put random stuff sometimes. And sometimes, like when I tag something, it works. Then when I say, okay, it's similar, let me put this similar tag, but let me just add this one thing. It doesn't work. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna tag it so hard. I heard only the first 5 tags that you put on your video are the ones that count. Then you just add more of relevance. But I'm not too concerned with tags. And I've gotten 12 because I read this down. 12 emails. Either an email from someone or either in my comments where like, hey, I'm an expert at SEO. I can help you tag your videos to optimize this and that and whatever. And I'm like, yeah, okay, no, I'm good. I don't want to tag it for like everyone to see right now because I'm not ready to connect with the whole world. So I got this. So tags are on my list of to-do lists to figure out. But that's just, I'd rather work on like, how do we connect like this? How do we get other people to come on, talk, and how do we get people to share live time of watch time? I'd rather just do those. Yeah, they don't come back. I remember I was hoping to generate a comment thread. So I said, no, I'm not doing that. And they never said, okay, then. They just made the comment. I was hoping. But what had happened was like I was there and then Phong was answering stuff, and then Allison Projam also said something, and it became like a 9-comment thread off that one guy. He never came back. I was hoping he did. Not to cause trouble, but just to get another comment. Give me another comment. Thank you for giving one. But yeah, I think I've seen 12. About half in the comments, half in the email, and I just ignore it now. At first, I was just like, you know what? I was concerned. I'm like, nah, you know what? Who cares? I'll figure out tags later. It's not that important yet. I mean, like, I guess that to those people, like, don't you want to have like lots of subscribers? Don't you? I was like, no, not really. Yeah, but not yet. So yeah, Sharon, I was telling them in a live recently, must have been yesterday, that what I remember I was on the shout out I did it for you was that you kind of taught me like, okay, here's YouTube and this is this. You got to do this. Make sure you do that and comment and show people that you care. And I'm like, oh yeah, oh my goodness, because I really know because it's like YouTube's like this computer thing, and then people are like physical, but then it's like they're the same. You just have to connect in a different way, and you kind of taught me that. But um, I did mention I was mentioning like one of the biggest thing that I heard was um, from you was this, and I'll put it in a banner. And I'm paraphrasing here. It's probably not word for word what you said, but this is when you told me something that's and it kind of bends the thing that was more important to me. Watch hours are more important than sub count. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't really. My counts are going up pretty quickly, but the watch hours and the engagement are more important than that. So that's something I remember like talking to you about way back, maybe February, March, could have been April. It's almost like yesterday because it's like it's been so such an experience of learning and meeting new people. So it almost feels like I just started this channel, which is must have been 6 7 months ago, February. So picking up a lot of cool stuff from people. But yeah, watch hours is more important. Connections are more important than the counts of things to me. My son is different. He's like, oh man, yeah, dad, you have 700. That's cool. That like maybe soon you'll have 10,000. I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure. Like I don't know if I can handle or want 10,000. That's just craziness. Um, what by that time I wouldn't be able to make the connections if there were 10,000. Um, and I was talking to Retro Card Collector last night when he popped on, and it's just you'll have your group that you can connect with, and you're always with, and then there's gonna be other people trying to get in, and even though they're not like connecting with me, they may connect with one of my friends here and still be part of the group. You know, because I can handle this now, but if you double it or triple it, I don't know. I don't know if I can, but it's been a super fun ride. Ah, yes, sir. Man, you have connected with me. And yeah, guys, by the way, um, oh, sorry, I read it wrong. So yeah, if Yeetman is building his channel back up, he had 600 or so subs, and he had to rebuild it. Long story, but won't share it. He's rebuilding from the bottom back up, and he's just trying to get back up. He's a high school student, and he's gonna have a competition at the end of the school year, right? And yeah, he's a cool dude. I think his latest video, he was playing with his friend. They're playing cards, and I think he told me he learned how to shuffle. Shuffle as in cards, right? Not like the dancing. More watch my videos that are not subscribed. I don't know that good, but you get paid by views, not subscribers. That is correct, and which is crazy because like that is some good information there because like honestly, I out of the 700 or so, my comments top off. My comments top off like the high point of my comments is like 260, 280, right below 300, and that half of that comment is me coming back and saying something too. So like 150 is top, and then 80 to 100 is the range. So like 80 to 100 people are actually coming and engaging with me. I don't know what the other people are doing, right? They're not. They're just watching or whatever, right? I don't know. I'll take that, but I would love comments too, because with the comments you get engagement and stuff like that. But I guess there will be a point where, like, what is the top point where you can't anymore? But yeah, that does make sense. I watch more videos that are not subscribed. Yeah, and you could see that in your analytics, the YouTube analytics of like who's watching your content on the analytic part of YouTube. And I'm pretty sure there. I look at it just because I like clicking buttons. The analytics. I look at it, but there's still some things that like, okay, what is that thing? Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. But I noticed I've been getting more people from like Asia and parts of India. Uh, I don't know. I only have a couple people from Guam, even though I'm from there. But again, it's so far, and they have. I think I may have changed, meaning I may be living slightly a different way, a little quicker pace. Not sure, but yeah, you could tell like who's watching, where they're from, uh, what time they watch. But yeah, you would like that 100% of your subscribers be the one watching your things, but uh, that's the perfect world, I guess. Added to the default settings, but no videos showed up on the list. So added it to the description. One video, and that video is on the awesome. Okay, so yes, guys, if you want to add that Modern Day Breakfast Club to put your video within a group of friends, and there's now 7 or 8, you have to put it within the description, which is no big deal anyway. Because raise your hand in the chat. Who here reads everybody's description? Okay, who reads the description of every single video they watch? My hand is not raised because I can't. So, but I do every once in a while. Like I'll click it just to check. Usually 90% of the time, I try my very best. It's like, oh my gosh, there are a lot of words. Sometimes it's huge. Whoa, right? And the thing is, like, it's sometimes there are a lot. If it's a very quick one or short one, I might. But I want to say it's for me. 50-50. I just have to train myself to like click it real quick and scroll. And sometimes I have like subtitles on and I'm listening, I'm watching the subtitles. Because I'm watching at night and I don't want to use this because this kind of hurts my ears. After having these on for 4 hours, kind of hurts like the beats, even at 2 hours. So yeah, you basically put the hashtag in your description, and I guess yeah, David, you were able to do that. And the hashtag that you'll put is that Modern Day Breakfast Club, and it'll tag you in there. And yeah, it's cool to hit the description, especially what I do to the new people. I'll look at the about section, and I'll also look at like description maybe very quickly. But a lot of times I forget to do that. It's just like maybe it's me where like when I'm putting together furniture, I don't look at the instructions. I just put it all out like that thing. Yeah, that thing goes there, and that's true. That belongs there. And next thing you know, like none of it belongs where those are. Yeah, I did the whole thing wrong, or I might have put it on backwards, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, thank you, load. Thank you so much for the load. I will have the softener running fresh out from the grocery store. I will have that running as soon as the live is done. And yeah, it's easy. Just set it and forget it, like George Foreman. Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you so much for being my friend for the longest time here on YouTube with like Raff and the older people that I've known for a long time. And thank you for all the advice and things. But good night, and yes, the softener will be applied. Oh, yeah, and yeah, if you guys don't have anybody to like watch playlists for you and stuff like that, if that's your thing, it just helps with the watch hours and stuff like that. I actually have, yeah, like I said before, I've had like 3, 4, 5. Appreciate you too. Good night, guys. You don't have to thank me for our friendship. Thank you. Thank you for making it happen. Being one of those that brought me in early on and said, this is where we're going. You go that way. You're going this way, but let's go this way. So you pushed me in the cool direction. Thank you so much for that. But yes, yeah, guys, if you guys haven't connected with from Cheap to Chic, still within the chat, it's heading out now to bed. I guess it's probably 9:30, 10 o'clock over there where she's from. But yes, please connect to my good friend Sharon from Cheap to Chic. Hey, how's it going? National Parks Princess in the house. Yeah, guys, National Parks Princess walking in here. Thank you for coming. Yes. And then, yeah, National Parks. Sharon's about to head out. She's one of my older friends on YouTube. If you don't know Sharon from Cheap to Chic, please try to click on her thing and make a little connection. National parks. I was so happy at 2:14 p.m. my time. I got my comments back. I can comment with my own channel. I was so happy. And I commented like a crazy man. And what's cool is I didn't get my comments blocked. And I know why, because I didn't use hashtags, like the hashtag number sign. I am your hashtag 7 light. Yeah, because that's why I like putting, but that's the number sign. Spelled out a bunch of numbers today. And I found I don't like the number 40, Forty. This bothers me that it's not Fourty. And I've been definitely, John, we're looking to fiber optics. Awesome. Yeah, and I gotta definitely, I reset my modem. So, right? Do you guys agree with me? Should 40 be spelled like 4? Or is it, what are those canite things? Or knowledge? Like, why? One of those rules that apply? Or is there Raff? Do the 40 thumbs up. Yeah, and what crazy, I hate the emojis on my laptop. I hate it. Like that, the laptop thumb compared to the thumb. It's so, yeah, I think it's just the way I see it. So on this iPhone or the phones, the thumb is more pronounced. It actually looks like a thumb. But when I put it on the thing, it doesn't look like a thumb. It looks like old school, like more pixelated old stuff. So it bothers me that if I don't use emojis, it means I'm using my laptop. The most one I'll do is a heart. Like, okay, that looks like heart. Click it. But Raff, since you're really awesome with like words and articulation and stuff, I'll talk about 40. Should it be Forty? I know that's how you spell it, but shouldn't it be Fourty? Why? Like what I think, and I guess see, David is also agreeing with me. David's quite smart too. What do you guys think? 40, Forty? I know that's correct. Or it should be Fourty. But why? Like, why is it like that though? You're the one that told me, like you said, okay, so it's about the moon, right? That's why it's circle because of gravity pulling it back together, and you use some complicated like words about some kind of thing. But so I just I just don't like it. I don't like how it's spelled. And like the KN for N. Why the K? I guess it's old English, right? I wish I was a nerd. Um, Although I do know lots of stuff, a lot of stuff pertaining to things. But as far as stuff that I would have learned living in the United States or in the States, there's some things I don't know, right? Or even like Canada or this or that, maple berries, right? There's a lot of little things like that I don't know. I know a lot of other things because just super curious. But whenever things like that come to my mind, I'm like, not sure. Like Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong, the game. And I'll stop talking about weird stuff after this. So 40, Donkey Kong. What is up with that name? Man, Retro probably would have known because he's a game collector, and he would probably know the backstory behind that. Why would you title it Donkey Kong? It's like a big ape going on like these things and like trying to make it to the top. Oh, so is that a during a live stream kind of thing? National Parks Princess. So like you wait a little bit after. So you were like learning things from people because uh I was talking to someone after the stream about like creating a huge playlist with all your stuff and just swapping time because they're getting kind of close to they already got the subs, right? And they're getting close to watch time, and sometimes you just got to do extra. And basically I said just make a whole playlist of all your videos and just swap with someone, and um they'll do it. And they're like, wait, hold on, isn't that like YouTube would think that's a no-no? I'm like, I don't think so, because a lot of people do that, and it's just like I'm doing it, and we've talked a lot, and you're doing it. We're just trading something. So yeah. So the sub for sub thing is just like click click. Um, that's why I've had some success with the double comment, and for sure what I do is like Patty Fish gave me two channels to check out. I basically wrote it down too. Even though I'm doing all this stuff, I wrote down, okay, these two channels. So I clicked the sub part, but I also write it down. So as soon as I'm done and I'm like just watching TV and checking, relaxing a little bit, I'll go back and hit a long form and try to connect. Yeah. So no one, is it only me and David that played Donkey Kong? Oh, okay. So the developer was like English was not their main language of Donkey Kong. See, this would I should have asked Retro that last night, but I didn't come across the word 40 like multiple times today. I used to top out at 2K on Donkey Kong. I was pretty good at Donkey Kong. You know, I was super good at Pitfall. You guys remember Pitfall from Atari? I'm old. I'm gonna be 48 soon, but I remember playing Pitfall. I was super good. And now that I see, I'm like, wow, that game is horrible. That's like such a wow. But Pitfall, Donkey Kong, Rampage. You guys remember Rampage? Where you got like you can pick different types of big animals, like like King Kong looking thing, a big like uh, Godzilla kind of. You go on these buildings and climb, and you punch it, and you get laid, and you eat them. And Pitfall was the best. Like I was so I Pitfall, Phong, um, Donkey Kong, Rampage, but you can only kind of like play it at the arcade. I was really fascinated with Rampage. It's like I'm gonna break these buildings, eat these people, and um, I used to skate. Tempest was cool. I used to skate, so I remember playing Skate or Die, and it was the first time it was the concept of like that weird control that goes like you skate or die, and the beat or the like do stuff. Paperboy, he had a bicycle handlebar. Remember Paperboy, and you like deliver papers, and the bees chase you. Paperboy, Rampage, Pitfall. Man, those were the times. You didn't need much. You didn't need cool graphics. You didn't extra. You just need some quarters, some bubble gum, and when you were done, you went to go play out. You went to go play outside. Pac-Man. Oh my gosh, some super cool stuff. Lots and lots of cool games out there. But what's crazy is like, you know, when I play them now, it reminds me of the past. So the nostalgia is there. But I have played Fortnite, and I have played Call of Duty. I have played the Maddens, right? And I've played things that are the graphics are just out of this world. So I'm like, oh, this is not as cool. But it still reminds me of things that I used to do. So it's like Centipede was cool. I went to Commodore 65. I remember 10-yard fight. The very first football game I ever played my whole life was 10-yard fight. It was not the best, but 10-yard fight. That was cool. What about football and baseball in Texas? Oh yes, yes. And I know there was Tetris on the TA-85 or something like that. Um, my students, my old school, when the internet will go down and we have the computer with us, and I'm like, okay, there's no internet, guys. We just gotta wait. You know how you go? I guess Google would like no internet, and you could like run and jump and jump and jump. You're offline, but it's giving you this game to play while you wait. Have you guys gone and done that? No internet, but it allows you to do this like running and jumping game. Like you jump and try not to like fall. Just imagine if they had filmed us playing Centipede. What? Is that the one where two people had to play players, but you can also play against the computer? Not sure. It's all those, man. Those were some. And Galaga. I remember Galaga. You want to get that other ship taken so you could shoot S2. 1942. I am a gamer, but I'm a gamer of the 80s, and I just I don't want to play games because I could put hours into it like YouTube. I think I used to play so much, it was as much as I spent with YouTube. So like I do like it. YouTube is a game. How do we figure this out? How do we do that? How do we edit this? Why is my internet low? How do I get this done? How do I get people to do this? How do I connect? It's so my game now of choice is YouTube. And maybe when I retire, I will probably get back into playing video games because, man, the games that I'm seeing now are like they're so cool looking, especially shooting games. I met David from Guitar Off the Cup. He was playing like an open world game, and I would just watch it. Like, oh man, that's cool. I just love the open world part where you can just go and do stuff. That's cool. Those are the games I like. TI calculator with 1970 cost $70 back then, which was the wow. See, okay, John. So you're doing the math and exponents and percentages on a calculator. The highest math I've had was just algebra. I'm horrible at math. I just never liked letters being representations of what a number could be. And I think my early teachers probably ruined it when I was learning algebra and I was questioning. They were just rude, and I was like, okay, be rude. I don't want to know that. TI-85, 1989. So I guess like people who are passionate about like different types of subjects had good teachers way back like in I want to say the influential stage is probably second to about fourth grade, because I remember that's when I just like I used to like math, but then around second or fourth grade I just hated it. And I remember, I'm not going to call people out, it's probably not living anymore, but it's made it a horrible experience for me to learn math, learning you know, fractions and different types of like algebras, because I was about to go do that when I go to middle school. It was a horrible experience. I just put in my mind, I don't want to learn it. I forgot who I was talking to about all the older calculators. Oh, it's one of the younger people, because I know Brady Cole, and he has this younger group of gamers. But then there's some like within 20-ish. They're talking about like all the older calculators, like the TI-85, right? Because I don't know what they're using now. I should ask my wife because she uses it. It's a yellow one, and I know I always give it to my students, like because if they're a bit done with my work, I'm like, all right, I know you have math, so let me go get that calculator. And I take it, it's like all these buttons, like more buttons than like trying to fly an airplane. I'm like, okay, here you go, sir. I should figure out what they use now. It's not the 85. It's probably like the something, whatever. Yes, that's so true. And I think I when I reflect back on when I started hating math, because I like all things, I just hate math. It was around that point, and I was just like, "That's it, killed it. I don't want to learn everything else." Music, yeah, I'll play the flute. Yeah, not good at it, but I loved it. Um, Everything else I could do, even social studies. But yeah, the dreamer stage, I guess. The dreamer stage, you start to pick up that kind of thing, and then like you hold it, and then once you're fifth, sixth, seventh, then you start to know that no Santa Claus, no this, no that, and then hopefully you develop enough our social skills and or like I don't know what is it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Other skills. 2 years of engineering and calculus, differential equations, high end what? But still, that's some stuff. So we got some really seriously brilliant type of people in here. I mean, like doing some calculus stuff, a survey of land. I mean, yeah, that's probably super easy for you to do the things that you're doing. Like, okay, here we go. Yeah, and then Raff he's super good at like English and things like that. Like language and storytelling and stuff like that. I always like, hey, what's this? What's that? Is this correct? And he's like, oh no, it's this. So it's like, we got some very, very, very intelligent people on here as far as um, knowing things. That's awesome, John. Numbers are the key to the universe. The numbers are, and I think when I was doing a live stream with Bray, I was talking about the Fibonacci sequence, and I was kept trying to bring it up, and no one was chiming in. So you get the Fibonacci sequence as far as numbers. I want to Google it, but I try not to Google things if I can get it from a person. So National Parks Princess said that numbers are the key to the universe, and I totally agree. Hello, Machiko. So the Fibonacci sequence, how does that work in terms of explaining that numbers are the universe? Because when I see the numbers, yeah, I know it's like, I don't know if it compounds or it doubles up or does something, but everything, when they show the numbers and they compare it to patterns of leaves and snowflakes and things, it's the same, right? Like it just, things take that shape. But yeah, hello, Machiko, how's it going? Let me just make sure, Machiko, 235813. Okay, yes. That's the number sequence for the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, Machiko. Yeah, guys, check out my good friend Machiko who just popped in. Has many cats. My favorite is Bless. And yeah, they're super supportive, awesome friend that just popped in. And oh, what happened today, Machiko? She's from India. So what time is it where you are from? David, so I'm looking at 235 813, right? So 2 to 3 is 1. Oh, so it's 2, 3, that's the 1 between. Then it becomes 2 between, then it becomes 3 between, then it becomes, why did it become 5 between off 813? Oh, that is cool. So, okay, wait. Bless has got joint membership from YouTube. That's cool. But then you didn't get banned, right? Or did you do ban? That is awesome. So okay, so you moved on to have that stuff. You add the two together to get the next. Add the two. Oh, okay. See, here's my math brain, like trying to figure out. Okay, so you add two together. 2, 3, and it just keeps going and going and going, right? Does it stop? So 21, then 34, then 53. What's up, Phong? It never stops. Phong, you came in right at the right time. We're talking about the Fibonacci sequence, and then we're trying to see how far we can go up off counting. So I ended up at 53. I just we're just talking about numbers being the universe. Michiko just popped in. Phong, guys, if you don't know Phong, I did a shout out of Phong too. I did Allison Program, who's still in the chat. I did from Cheap to Chic, who's still in the chat. I've done Phong, which I think you were driving at the time, right? So I did Phong early on. And these are people that I know long time ago on YouTube that have helped some stuff out. It defines sunflower seeds are arranged. Tell Bless, hello Bless, how's it going? Bless is so fluffy. Oh my gosh. And that I know she did a one on Bless where Bless, I guess you took in care for Bless and Bless came back. Yes, I agree. I you know what, I shouldn't say I hate math because that would mean I hate everything, right? Because everything is math, and I understand that. And there is proof through what I see based off things, and you know, it makes sense, right? Of things, and I just don't want to apply it by like doing the formulas because I just had a bad experience in the later parts of elementary, which is the development time where you're actually, like John said, or David said, is the dreamer phase, right? Where you're still like curious, learning and stuff. So it's fascinating things. But yes, Phong, I did a shout out of you, and I'll put it on the timestamps. Phong, you are at 1,000-something subscribers. I thought it's like 700, or no, it was 8, 9, maybe, I don't know. But you have like a short that's at 250,000 views. One of the shorts. All right, Tranquil. You and Miracle take care. Thank you for coming. You guys enjoy your day tomorrow. We enjoyed you coming and connecting with us. And you know, maybe the next time tomorrow, the next day, anybody want to pop on, you can pop on. But thank you for coming and listening to our discussions on the Fibonacci sequence and Donkey Kong and Centipede and all kinds of things. But thank you so much for coming. I'm glad. I'm hoping you made some connections tonight. If not, bring a friend maybe to next time. But it's cool. Thank you, Tranquil, for coming. But yeah, Phong is a cool. Been super busy. If you watch that video I dropped in, you will see some amazing stuff on the Fibonacci. Oh yes, It depends on. Okay, so guys, you could tell what I'm watching. If it's the morning, and I'm like early morning when I wake up, I do about like an hour watching, but then my medicine hasn't kicked in, so I'm kind of like, what do I say here? And it's like, if you catch me where I'm making like bigger, longer comments, it's around 4 o'clock to about 6. It's like that's my, like, I guess my peak time of my brain, right? If it's something that's a little slight short comment, it's my breaks within school. But if on the weekends, it's pretty open, and I can actually have time to think, because I want to think about what I'm going to say, and then I'll put it. But yeah, I'm going to check that. Because a lot of your stuff I could see, like, it does have like some effects on it, and spend more time like kind of looking at it through. Oh, it is morning there. So let's see. It is 8:01 here in Texas, and then yeah, Fibonacci is cool. I remember watching something on it, and it was pretty interesting. Yeah, it's 8 here Central Time, I guess. And then I guess for Allison Pro Jam, they're still in the chat. Oh yeah, this is his dinner time. He eats around 6 o'clock. It's 6 p.m. in California, and I think it's also around 6 o'clock also where Phong is at, because he's also in that like California area, and he may be driving home. And he probably got at a light and was able to comment. So 6:30 in the morning. And you said that Bless got what did you say? It was got why can't I think of it? Bless got the not monetization thing, but some kind of has got joint membership from YouTube. So that's like when you're able to get like super chats and stuff like that, right? Are you still on your way home, Phong? Like trying to drive? Yeah, but I did your shout out, Phong, early on, and I did what I did was I went and I used the on my computer, which is an awesome tool. It's called Snip and Sketch. So you could do anything. You could snip any picture off anything that you're doing and save it as a JPEG, PNG, whatever it is, and you could paste it on wherever. So what I did was I did that. I used Canva and I just used the portions of your homepage of YouTube. Oh, I just got to work, gonna drive, but I can't hear you guys. But yeah, guys, Phong's here, so super cool dude that I met a long time ago. Want to connect with him when he gets home, and he has a younger child. So like when he gets home and he has time, he'll do it. I think he said he slept late last night, so I remember that when my son, me and my wife had my son when I was 23 ish, 23, and my wife was 20. And I remember my son would just like, he'd not want to sleep. He'd cry all night. We'd have to take him in the car and drive. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And like, that would make him just like get tired. Then we can come home and carefully, like we're holding like something that we're holding it, my son, and carefully place him like we're going to cut the red or green. Is it the red or the blue wire? Is it the red or blue? Like carefully put him down and then we get to sleep. It's like 2, 3 in the morning. That's hard stuff. But then with my daughter, it was different. Second child is easier, right? Because you're like, oh, it's okay. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. But now when we go on road trips, his son, and he just crashes out. We could just be driving to just like San Antonio. It's only a couple hours. He's like sleeping the whole time in the car. We took him what languages everyone speak? I love learning languages. I speak English, but I know very little Japanese, and I know enough to be considered like a 3 or 4-year-old in Tagalog, and probably a 3 or 4-year-old in Ilocano, another dialect of the Filipino language, but mainly English. I'll just type English, Koshi of Japanese, and little also. Oh, and I spelled it wrong, but it's okay. What does everybody else speak? I know only English and Hindi. Okay, so yeah, I got to make sure I subtitle my stuff in Hindi. In the Filipino language of Tagalog, Hindi means no, like no, no. What does everyone else speak? David, I bet you speak. Do you speak 4 languages? Can you like understand 4 languages? Spanish, rather. I know Russian, and I'm at the beginner level stage of Somali. So 4. You're working on 4. I know Russian to beginner. English, I understand. Me too. And what's crazy is they speak a lot. There's a lot of people who speak Spanish here in Texas, and I would like to learn it, but then, 'cause, my last name is Juan, right? And automatically people think that I speak Spanish, and when I don't, they don't believe me, and they think I'm just being rude. I was like, I really don't speak Spanish. I know a little bit of Japanese. You want to speak that, or you want to speak Tagalog? We could do that, but I don't speak Spanish, and it takes them a while to understand that I'm not messy. I'm not like joking. I really don't know, especially my students. Like, how can you have a name like that and you don't even speak it? I'm like, oh, I am Filipino. And the Spanish came, they went down to the Philippines, and they tried to conquer it and stuff like that. And that's people's Philippines, they mixed with Spanish people, and here I am now. So it takes a while for them to understand it. I understand some language through context is what I should have said. That's it. It's, I think with most languages, if you knew verbs and you knew like certain like pronouns and verbs, you'd be okay. Like you're okay. So it's talking about a lady, right? Or yeah, she's talking about a lady, and the lady is doing this. Yeah. So if you know that, and that's easy because those are like the early parts of the what you learn within a language. But what I've noticed is that I have to like, I teach social studies, but I also have to do electives right in my school. And when the kids are doing the Spanish, they have this thing called ingenuity, and it's horrible. I don't know. It's like the worst thing to put out there to try to teach, right? And it's like it's hard to pick it up. Um, it's almost like it's easier if you just started speaking to people. I remember trying to take Spanish in high school, and the teacher would not speak English to us, and I'm like, I felt so lost. I had to, first thing I had to learn is like to ask how to use the restroom, or she can't go. I guarantee that's the first thing. I speak English, Vietnamese, and I took 2 years of Spanish in college. And yeah, I mean, I wish I like spoke more of another language, like fluent. Hey, Ruck, how's it going? Yeah, Ruck, we were just talking about what languages we speak. I speak mainly English, and I speak English, a little bit of Tagalog, a little bit of Ilocano, I understand, and it's very small amounts of Japanese. And I believe Ruck probably has um, several languages that they could probably speak. Swear, everybody knows the swear words. How long do you think it would be until they could download languages into our brain? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? Where I could just like, here's 10,000. Give me the Russian, all of the Russian dialects. I want that. How long do you think they'll have that ability to actually do that? I know Elon Musk is, I think he's still here in Texas, and I know that they're doing stuff on that. Um, I don't, I'm pretty sure they could do it quickly. Oh my goodness, we got Russian. Now I got to hit my translate. Oh, do I have a translate? So flying cars first before the downloadable language chip. Oh, What? Okay, there's a movie. What movie? What is that? What is that? Wesley Snipes. Judge Dredd. Remember with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes, and they're just downloading these like fighting moves. All right, John. Hey, thanks for coming, man. I speak English and a little German. I do know the swear words in like many languages. Good night, John. We'll see you again on the next live, or if not, I'll see you on one of our videos, and we'll talk again. But yes, flying cars would be awesome. It would alleviate traffic until everybody else had flying cars. We love you too, John. But yeah, do you guys remember Judge Dredd? We're just downloading like fighting styles, and of course the Matrix, right? But then that was cool with the Judge Dredd. That's fine. You're gonna have to play. You're gonna have to pay airspace tax. Maybe. I know here in Texas, like the electric cars here in Texas, I think they have to pay like 4 or 5 times as much to register the vehicles. So in Texas, right, my town car, when I register, it's like $70 for the year. And I think where you're from, Phong, I think you probably pay $250 for your car registration for the year. I think around that. But I think it's way more than that for like electric cars here, from what I heard. Like 2 plus 3 plus maybe 400 for the actual like the registration part per year, because you're not doing all the other stuff. Yes, that's right. Like learning the language, because it takes a lot. And you know what's crazy though, David? Like anybody could learn anything if it was important to them. Like if you really seriously like say I'm young, right? And I really like this girl and she speaks this language and I really want to learn it so I can speak with her. That right there, that motivation will make me just do it. Right? Just like anything. If you are super passionate about something, there's like it's almost you what's happening is you go back to that, that dreamer stage, that second to fourth grade, you go back to that thing and the sky is the limit on learning, even no matter how old you are. Right. But the older we get, the more closed our minds get, I think. And we just don't allow that passion and motivation to like fill us. So it's interesting. $500. Wow. So 500 to register. Whew. And then the electric car is much more. So yeah, I almost got myself a Tesla before I got the town car, but then I don't know. I put off on it because it was during the time it was so expensive at the point. They were asking like 65, 70,000 for like a model the Y or the X. It's not the higher one, but they're asking way too much. And then I said, nah, you know what? Then I was like, can't afford that, but I'm gonna get. I have solar panels, so I got solar panels, and I'm pretty happy about that. And then now I could get a car and just plug it in there. And will the savings of that for the gas by plugging in the thing? I don't know. So it's a numbers game. Cambodian. I like the bounciness of languages. Like I like the because on Guam I had a lot of Vietnamese friends, and every time they spoke, it was so exciting. It's like to me it's exciting because like maybe my ADHD, whatever, right? I have ADHD, and when they spoke, I was so in tune with it because it's like, like the bounciness of it. Um, whereas like with English, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's boring. You have to add like stops and articulate, or you have to do extra to it to make it sound good. Yeah, okay. Nothing against the English language, but it's like you have to add like uh spices and flavoring and little holding of notes or stronger R O's, like you have to do more to it. Whereas other languages already have all that stuff built in, and yangs and like that. Whereas English is just straight um, boring, but you can make it fun by saying things different. Let me check my wife. I'll be right back, guys. Come on. Yo. Were you guys bad when I'm gone? I see the teacher was gone. What's pretty cool is like in real life, after like a couple, like regular school, after a couple months, I would be able to like leave to use the restroom. And when I come back, I could like, not really expect them to be doing dumb stuff. It's like a big part of teaching is like, um, yeah, I don't obviously not doing a test, right? Like if we're just doing a random assignment, that's fine, right? But like if I need a restroom, go. But early on, you got to develop relationships and show, get them to trust you, then you trust them and stuff like that. Um, so there was a couple times where I'm gonna use. I'll be right back, guys. I'll use the restroom, and I'll just say, I'll tell like the one of the kids that's like maybe a joker. Hey, you're in charge when I get back. Um, you just let me know what happened when I get back, all right? And then I'll come back, and most of the time it's good. Still at a job, but yes. Oh my gosh, I remember. So we have standardized testing, right? It's 4 hours long. It's called the STARS, standardized stuff. All the states have that, right? And I always have to administer it, and we have to stay there the whole 4 hours. And there's supposed to be people that like relieve you, the coaches, and all the people that are not like really like teaching regular subjects, and they're never to be seen. So I can't leave these guys because if I leave those guys with that STAR test, that's big time in trouble. So I remember having to use the restroom into hour 2, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, that was hard." I had to stay. But yeah, if you develop like good enough relationship of trust and trusted, you can kind of walk away and it be okay. Just don't go too long, right? Just still know that you may get in trouble. And if they care about you, they won't throw the dictionary into the ceiling fan. I never did that. Yeah, I did that. When the teacher left, I threw the dictionary into the ceiling fan and like, luckily no one got hit. But I was 7th grade. I got in big trouble. Let's throw paper airplanes. Mm. Yeah, that's a good one. We were talking about CapCut. I have not used CapCut. Anybody on here use CapCut? Um, Let me see. I know David, guitar off the cuff. Um, I know he does editing, like audio edits and things like that. Um, Let me see. National Parks Princess. I'm trying to picture if I see any transitions and things and effects within videos. To tell you, to tell you the truth, like I watch a lot of YouTube throughout the day. Um, Out of all the hundreds of videos I watch throughout the day, 100 plus or more, I think I want to say 20, 30% of them are edited, like in a way. Um, like nicely edited and cool. Like, oh wow, that's cool. So 20% are edited that are like, wow, I like those edits, and I try to like copy it and like, so let me see how to do this. Out of the hundreds and hundreds of videos I watch a day, about 20% are edited and I like it. Um, then another maybe 20, 30% are edited slightly. And then the other half ish, 50 to 40% are zero edits. It's just straight, um, it's straight just like shooting the video. So like, yeah, the national parks. Do you use like any kind of like? I use Filmora. Phong was talking about CapCut. CapCut. David of Guitar Off the Cuff is using Microsoft Clip Champ to create the videos, and I just, I don't know. I just like messing around with technology and clicking buttons. So like, I like Filmora, and I use Canva. Yeah, Canva to make my thumbnails. And then I use BandLab to. I only recently started using BandLab to use my audio stuff. So Clipchamp. See, but then okay. So do we need to? And everyone else here still in the chat. Do you guys think we really need to be putting stuff out in 4K? Because like the iPhone, it could kind of shoot in 4K. It shoots cinematic, and I know it's huge, huge amounts of file. I don't really ever like shooting cinematic with the iPhone because that is a monstrous file. On the, I'm using the same camera that Phong has. It's the, what is it? The Sony ZV-1, and it could go to 4K. I think it's at 4K, but what's crazy is with this StreamYard that I'm using, I can only get up to 700 whatever pixels. It doesn't go to 1080, doesn't go any higher. But most people that watch the stuff watch like me. It shows like on the analytics. I shoot in 4K here. This is shot in 4K. This is 4K, but the 4K is not going to translate to people who don't have it set to go up 1080, whatever. Right? You have to set it. But what I've looked at on analytics, 85% or more of my people that watch stuff, my long form, are using it off a cell phone. Right? And if they're on a cell phone, it's usually pretty clean as long as you have the lighting down. If the lighting is good enough, then it's going to be in focus and stuff like that. So I don't know. Oh, am I spinning? Is there all the music videos I made are processed down to 1080? They seem to look okay. Yeah, and I think most people watch my content. They watch it on the cell phone. And if they're watching it on an iPhone, it's pretty crisp. Like when I watch you guys videos on the iPhone, I'm like, wow. When I watch it on this laptop, which is just a Dell, it's okay. When I watch it on this spare monitor that I throw on, it's like, ooh, I don't like the colors. When I watch it on my Mac from 2015, I'm like, oh, okay, we'll see. But I really like watching it on the iPhone because it's crisp and clear. So I don't really think anything really has to be shot in 4K because most people have their settings set below 1080 on YouTube to be seen. You know, like I sometimes set it at 1080. Um, you know, when you're watching YouTube, you can set it how you want to watch off the cog or the settings. You go here and just make sure. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna just plug in directly into the Ethernet. I have a those long blue cords. It's gonna run from here all the way to my living room. I think it's probably 25, 30 feet. So I'll make sure I grab a 30-foot Ethernet cord and just plug it directly in. And it should take care of that stuff. Maybe. I personally can't wait for the weekend. I do want to sing a couple songs, and I've been so busy like with work. I'm planning this career day for my school, so after I get off YouTube, I'm basically kind of just getting things down, getting stuff ready. Uh, I don't do all the work. I basically have to coordinate my students doing it. So I just got to make sure they do their part leading up to stuff. So we got to, yes, CAG is back. So um, I've been quite busy planning an event for next month, and it's pretty big. Where we invite all these people. There's a judge coming. There's and they're coming to our school. The superintendent may come see and check us out. The chief of the whole department, because I work in like a jail school. They come, so it's a big event, so it has to be successful. And the way I did it last year is I got everybody to do it, and I didn't even do anything. I sat back and instead of going to the event, I stayed and I watched a kid finish like this computer work to graduate. And then if something went down, they came to me and says this, and I said, well, what's the next step? And then they have to figure out, what do I do if so and so is late? I have to cut time. I have to move this person. Like coordinating the right way is like to coordinate something and make it happen. It's not like, here it is, let's do it. It's months and months of planning and what plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. And if that doesn't work, then we're going to do this. So I'm going to put out California Dreaming. And he put out 3 or 4 versions of Stand By Me. I love Stand By Me, but I kind of have to be in a good mood, like a really happy mood to sing that song, because of the notes, and you need to be in like this really like mood. For me at least, I have to be in like really happy mood to sing it, to get the articulation out. It is sung in the English language, and like I said, the English language, unless you hold the note and you change it and stretch out the vowels, then it's boring, right? So I have to be like right on when I sing that song, "Stand by Me," because it does require a lot. And California Dreaming, I like that song, but I'm gonna have to practice it down a couple because of the timing and stuff. But Kag is back, and I think he said that I don't even know if it's YouTube that's telling him that um, he's like content copyright stuff. I think it's another channel like saying stuff to him, but he's had like 2 complaints. So I don't know how that works. I've not gotten any yet, but I have seen it where I put down a bunch of music, just like a playlist, and I tried to publish it and it turned red. And I was like, oh, no, no, no. I'm not going to even set it to private. I'm going to delete it. So you'll see right away what your video is doing. And then all the stuff on Filmora, like the little sound effects and stuff like that, all of that is I guess it's fine because I'm using Filmora and I put it out there. And well, I still have 10 people watching here. A Samsung 21. Is that okay? Man, I just caught this. Samsung 21. I know Samsungs are fantastic at national park fences. Are you still on? I just saw this comment right here because I was looking through it. I may have went out to go check where my wife was, but I do know Samsung. I like the camera quality a little better than iPhone. So is that like the newest one, the Samsung 21? You guys still there? It says 10 people are here. What does everybody else shoot with? I shoot most of my shorts with my iPhone 13. And then I shoot my main. Awesome. Thanks, David, for answering because I was like, I see 10, but then I'm like, oh my gosh, what if it's spinning or I don't know. So I all my shorts I shoot with my iPhone 13, not in cinematic mode. And then all the other videos I put together are from the Sony ZV-1, and I believe it's shot in 4K, but when I render it down, I don't put it that high as the highest quality. Samsung 22, I'm an Android. Oh. But you shoot even the shorts, you shoot it with the ZV-1, right? Phong? The Sony ZV-1? And David, what do you shoot your videos with? Sony ZV-1 is a webcam. It's a Phong, what is it? It's is it a webcam? I forgot what. Yeah, or it's like a small camera. What did they a vlogger? It's called a vlogger's camera. That's what it was called. And the one I got has like a microphone on top. It's like a shotgun mic, and then I always have it on there. I don't know. I probably could take it off, and then I have a tripod that's really small. Yeah. So you do your shorts on the iPhone, and then the videos that you did, that's produced through what is it? Microsoft. I'm gonna go way back out here. I use Sony Acid and Overwolf as my recording software for audio. Oh, okay, so phone, I have a few different transitions I can use when putting clips together. Oh, I see that. So the 22 is the latest Samsung phone. I personally like the ZV-1, but before I got it, I went and looked at top 10, and of course, like the first three are just way out of my price range. So the Sony was right around my price range with just enough quality to go 4K and do some other stuff. And I'm pretty sure there's more I could do. Like I could click some buttons and change up like the way it looks or whatever it is. But I do like the little tripod where I could just bring myself in and out like that, without touching the camera. But I wish it was bigger and like a bigger tripod. Samsung 23. The 22. Patty, what do you shoot with? Like the videos. Dramatic zoom. So we're gonna ask Patty, what do you shoot with? 22. Yeah, even though I've used iPhone. Okay, so I went from here's my transitions of phones. I don't know what the first one I had was. Probably not worth it. Probably an Ericsson. I don't know. But I do know I had the Nokia 252 and I loved it for the longest time. Then I got the Motorola Razr and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. You know, the flip. It was blue and like silver. Then I got the BlackBerry and I thought that was the best thing ever because they had a little small trackpad. That was the best until it got dirty. Then I had to clean it out. Then from there, I could have went 2 routes because I had it for a while. Then I was like, you know what? Let me try the iPhone. And I think I started with the iPhone. I must have started with the iPhone 6. And it took me a couple months to like it. And after I liked it, I was like, oh, I love this. Then I just never looked at anything else. The dramatic music, they should, you know what, like the Nokia where it's just, but remember having to text, right? And you had to do like the numbers, you have to push it. You had like to text, you had to like, so the number like three, you're like 333, and that gives you like the letter or something, and you go, da-da-da. Then they got like a hotkey, and it's still like a mess. Like you're doing this, and it says, "I'll be right there." You guys remember that? It's craziness. Yeah, I checked Best Buy. I do like this Sony ZV-1, and basically what I'm using for the lighting, I got some high tech lighting here, boys and ladies and gentlemen. I have a lamp, but you remember Richard Cart Screech last night? He basically had he said the monitors were casting out some real nice light to him. So I do have one monitor here open. It's not that big, and I have one right here. Then I have a lamp light. And I've learned that like as long as you have the right light, what you're shooting with should be okay. As long as there's lighting, right? Because I used to take still, still like I used to be like a photographer, take still shots, right? Develop this stuff. Then you got into digital cameras, and you could set the ISO and the f stops and all that cool stuff, right? As long as the light is there, it should be okay. As long as you don't move too fast. If the light's not too good, as long as you don't move too fast, it'll be okay. Now it's like internet and light speed and 1080s and this and that, and then latency. All right. Yeah, I'll probably end here in maybe about 5-10 minutes. But thank you for coming. I'll be on again at 6:30 National Parks Princess. And yeah, as soon as I'm done, I'll probably get myself a snack and catch up with people's stuff, videos and things like that, and write down some things. Look into fiber optics. Check out the Nez Lover. Not gonna do algebra. I'm done with trying to figure out why 40 is a FORTY. Yeah, so thanks for coming. And if I'm not back, I'll see you tomorrow or the next day, or I'll see you on one of your things, National Parks. Princess, thank you so much for coming. But yeah, I learned that lighting is one of the most important things when you're trying to shoot. Because I used to be a sports photographer, and I love daytime stuff because you could get some really nice stuff. Nighttime stuff with under the lights that are not that great, like a football game, and you're far. You're lucky if you can get some action shots. You really have to set everything just perfect. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night again. There's 10 people still on. So we'll probably stay on. I'll stay on in about like 10 minutes or so. So I do want a snack. But yeah, I think tomorrow what I'll do is I have this ring light, which was pretty good, but my daughter broke it. I'm thinking I might bring another lamp or two and give some light back here. All the lights are off because my son's friend is in back of me sleeping. I think he was streaming most of the day, so I might add some lights. I'm gonna write that. Add another light to see how it looks. Oh, and the Ethernet cable. Oh yeah. How many of you guys timestamp your videos? Rocky. Can't tell if that's his face. Rocks. Rocky. He's always around. Mm, He's chilling. Thanks, David, for coming. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. Oh, hey, I'll stay 5 minutes for Sharon. How's it going? Yeah, I'm glad you got to see Rocky, David. He's always around, no matter where I'm at. He's gonna be here. He's just chilling, just waiting. Hey, Sharon, how's it going? 25th thumbs up. Thank you so much. I've been doing that all day long, Sharon. And then, yeah, of course, I'm gonna have to. I got my comments turned back on around 2:36. So I got 3/4 of my watching in. Yeah, he's a super good boy. Very loyal. He sleeps right next to me, right on my right side. But for Mr. David, I'll do it one time for you, okay? Before you leave, let me find some. We'll do a close up. And then Rocky to end it. Yeah. But yeah, I've been Sharon. I've been going. Peace out, David. I've been going around and using your. I am your 37th like and stuff like that. So I don't put the hashtag as the number anymore because I think that got me comment blocked because they thought I was dropping hashtags in all these people's things. So I just type it out. I am your 45th like. I'm spelling it out. And what I was talking to these guys about who were still on, and they might just like hearing the story over again, is I probably told like 8 to 10 people I'm your 40 something like, right? And every time I spelled the word 40, it was bothering me because 40 is Forty, right? And it was making me really like not angry, but like curiously like feeling weird about it. Like, why is it like Forty? It should be Four, like four. And that's just because I've been spelling it. So when you see me in your comments and I'm able to see what like I am, I'll spell it out. I don't want to get comment blocked because they think I'm doing hashtags. If I watch more than 20 minutes, I use okay. Yeah, so for this one for sure, like these ones, I have to make sure I do the timestamp because I have to. I do want to timestamp when I talked and I shouted out Phong and Chic the Chic and Allison Pro Jam and this nerd, and I do want to timestamp some things that I said. Something crazy happens, I want to timestamp it. So yeah, for sure, 20 minutes or above, you want to. I guess you want to timestamp, right? Oh, oh my goodness. So you're pushing it a little too hard and getting inflammation in. Yeah, because I know you were doing a lot of walks and stuff, and then you would stop every once in a while and look at the fire ants and things, and I was it 7 to 10 laps and stuff like that. So yeah, I get sometimes overexerting because cause some like inflammation and stuff. All right, Betty. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I'm gonna head out pretty soon within the next couple minutes. I see people do timestamps and I don't understand that. Um, I do have a couple minutes if I could show it to you. Oh, speaking of pains, I don't know if you guys can see this. See this right here? It's like red-ish. It's super, it hurts so bad. Can you guess where that's from? Right here on the right before my palm. It's like quite painful. So Sharon, are you still here? Because I could show you that I was working on my way up. I got up to stair access and jogging in place as well as yeah. So maybe yeah, they probably have to stretch or water. Yeah, probably it's one of those things. I know I have limits, but anyway, this right here is from the mouse because my I'm holding the mouse all the time and it's doing this. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta make sure I get more cushion right there. Yeah, maybe just like half of what it was doing. I know because you were doing the small steps, right? So I don't know if you could see this, but I'll show it because it's quite quick, right? So we were talking about if the videos are longer, right? You kind of want to timestamp it 20 minutes and above, right? So what you want to it's kind of easy, but kind of weird too. Like because I too had to figure it out. So mouse injury, workers comp, no, because it's YouTube injury. So it's pretty easy to do once you do it a couple times. So I'll share my screen and I'll show you what time stamping looks like. So if you see the screen, right, I go to the YouTube studio, then I go to content, and I'll choose live because I only do it for lives because lives are long. And you basically go to that little detail section. And in the description part, I don't know if you see this. So you kind of have to put 0.00 to start it all off. It tells it to do it. And you put the end point. Like from 0 to 627, I was having technical issues. So you do all of this. Oh yeah. It's you could play with it like get in one of your videos and just say, oh, this is when I saw the fire ants, right? And you could timestamp that thing and put it like, okay, at 8:07 to 11:15 fire ant time. So, and then once you do that, you click save. Then you go watch the video, and when you watch it, it'll be blue, and you can click it. It's almost like dropping a hashtag or whatever it is. But yeah, it's I just learned it by like playing with it, and then a couple of people say, "Hey, pro tip, you want to make sure you do this to that." And I'm like, "Oh." So a lot of it is just messing around and like trying it on your own and seeing. I mean, it seems to work here, but yeah, after this live, I'm going to timestamp it, and just the fact that I was talking about multiple things, it will probably take me 30 minutes or a little longer to timestamp this thing because it's 2 hours 19 minutes. So it takes about maybe if you're going to, it's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. If you're longer, it's more. I don't do it for the view count to go up higher because my lives usually run like on average after like a week or two it goes to like 120 on average, 120 views. Only reason why I really started time stamping this is because this one here I shouted out Pokey Boy. This one I showed how to do a hashtag. This one how to timestamp. So from 20 to 23 I did how to timestamp, and then from 50-minute time frame to 208 Retro Cart came on and he talked with me that whole time. So this has to be timestamped because especially like this live that I did right now, I shouted out 4 channels of friends, my oldest friends on YouTube, and I want to make sure if they want to come and watch what I had said about them because they like Phong, I shouted him out. He's gonna want to know what I said, so he can go click and see that part where I said what I said about him. And it's just a good way. That way, if he doesn't have the whole time to watch the whole live stream, I would love for him to at least hear what I said about him. But I don't timestamp everything. But now that I do, it's quite easy now that I've done it like 3 times. I've done it 3 times. So it's been my 4th time timestamping. So it's good. But short, like my 3-minute, 4-minute singing video, I'm not gonna timestamp nothing unless Rocky sings with me right on key and it's perfect. I'll go 1 minute 12 to 1 minute 18. Rocky joins in, and I'll just timestamp that one thing. But yeah, it's good to point out things, and it's for sure much needed if you're shouting someone out. That's just me, because I just want them to know that here's the part. Or if you're doing a tutorial like how to kill fire ants, and here's how to kill fire ants. How do you how's that chainsaw, Sharon? The chainsaw, like I know you unboxed it, but is it like, are you guys like, do you have like a bigger one? Oh, sorry, Patty. So like if you see my screen, right? So it's in the description. So this is the live stream from last night that I had. So your description, then I tagged the guy that I was shouting out. Then I tagged RetroCart right here because he came and talked to me. And then I said, I'll show timestamps, this and that. See, so there's numbers. You have to start at 0.00. Let me see if I can do this. But it starts at 0.00. And that kind of tells you whatever's happening that's going to timestamp. So I put 0.00 slash to 627. And that's when I had technical difficulties. Then if you want to watch my timestamp, you go to 1116 to 358. And that's that. Then once you plug all of this in, you basically go and you save your video. Then you go watch it as a video you're just watching, like your own video. And then you just want to check. So when you go back and check, all of this stuff should be blue, which means it works. Then you click it and you listen. Oh, okay, I'm introducing my friends. And I just click it just to make sure I'm on. But the crazy part of it is I have to rewatch this thing. And I'll say, okay, this is when I talked about that. This is when I talked about that. And the reason why it's going to be easy for me now is, I don't know if you noticed when I talked about something, I put a little banner, right? So the timestamping is cool. And when I go back and watch it to timestamp to make my life easier, like say, for instance, I want to look for the time when I was talking about timestamps, I could just kind of scroll through and I'll see this banner showing. And that's for me too, after I edit it after. Plus, like someone say, oh, he's talking about timestamps, or he's talking about RetroCart. But for me too, after I go back and I edit it, I'll see that and I'll say, okay, what time frame is this? Then I just kind of have to like watch. And so I start talking now. That's this time to stop that time. Yeah, if I was talking about shout out to Sharon, it will show. And this is when I see this later on, this is when I'm going just like covering other stuff. I might not include it as, because it's just an additional piece. But yeah, I do that. Yeah, I did it so that one, you guys can see it, but mainly because yesterday when I was timestamping, I was like, oh my goodness, that's a lot to watch. I just was watching. I was like, okay, what's this? Go back. What am I looking for? When did I start talking about this? And now I'm on, because I'm just gonna look for those little banners that I put. It's handy, and it's me. I'm all about trying to be organized. The more organized you are, the more thorough you could be. And the more thorough you could be, the better you could do the thing that you wanted to. Without organization, then most of the things you're doing is like half wondering, is this? And it's never like good enough to what you try to want to put out. So like every video, I try to be better than what I did before. So this is me, my timestamp yesterday. I'm like, oh no, I gotta be better for me. So let's put those banners. Who knows what I'll do tomorrow? You know what I'll do tomorrow to be better? When I'm talking about it, I'm gonna write down. So I am talking to Sharon and I'm talking to Patty about timestamping. It is 2:25 off video mark. That's my start point. All right, guys, time stopping. This and that. I'm done. 2:25:30. Timestamp. That's how I'm gonna be better. Plus the banner. So every time I do something, I try to be better somehow. And a lot of it is just for me, so I could save time, you know. But I, ladies and gentlemen, whoever are still on, I want to thank you all for coming again. I'm glad I was able to stay on just another like 10 or 15 minutes to catch you, Sharon. Thank you so much for all the shout outs and things that you've done. I like what you do where you connect people. It's so awesome. And yeah, I just want to let you know you have such a pleasant voice when you're speaking. It's like so calming. And I hope that you could get back to exercising. Yes, I did, and I have Ned's Lover here, which I write it down because later on I'm gonna go ahead and just like later on within an hour or so I'm gonna go back and watch a couple long forms so the connection will kind of stick, and then I'll still have this so that I can check back again and hit a short tomorrow because I do know you do have to make a good connection. If you're suggesting that this is gonna be great, so I got to make sure that on my part I don't just do it one time and expect I'm gonna have to do it. I did it already, then I'm gonna do it again in an hour, and tomorrow I'm gonna double check and watch a long form, and then it should stick. And that's me. I write things down of who I connect with and stuff like that, and then after it's connected, I don't have to write because it becomes a pattern. But thank you so much, Sharon, and thank you, Patty. I'm gonna hop off now. I'm gonna have a little snack, and then I'm gonna timestamp some videos. But I'll be on again tomorrow at 6:30, and then yeah. I thank all of you, the 7 who are still on. I thank you all for sticking around, coming in late. Doesn't matter what time you show up, as long as you come in and say hi. Again, the invitation is always open when I have this to join in on the live stream and talk with me, either on video or just talk. But thank you all for coming, and wish you all good night, good morning, good afternoon. And this has been fun. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks so much. Good night, all, or good morning. But thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:30. If not, I'll see you on your channels. Peace out.